In the high-stakes world of NASCAR, every strategic maneuver and technical advantage can make the difference between victory and defeat. Recently, a contentious issue has emerged surrounding Joey Logano's alleged use of an illegal glove tactic during a race, prompting widespread debate and speculation within the racing community. Now, Dale Earnhardt Jr., a revered figure in NASCAR circles, known for his astute analysis and candid commentary, has weighed in on the controversy, offering his verdict on the matter. As fans eagerly await Earnhardt Jr.'s assessment, the stakes are high. Logano's reputation, as well as the integrity of the sport itself, hangs in the balance. In this video, we delve into the intricacies of the controversy surrounding Logano's glove tactic, exploring the details of the alleged infraction and the potential implications for Logano and his team. The truth behind Logano's controversial glove tactic and its impact on the world of NASCAR, with Earnhardt Jr. at the forefront of the discussion, questions the complexities of competition and sportsmanship in professional racing. In NASCAR, teams and drivers are constantly seeking innovative strategies to gain a competitive edge, even within the constraints of a standardized next-gen car. Despite NASCAR's efforts to level the playing field with uniform regulations, teams remain vigilant in exploring creative loopholes and exploiting gray areas to their advantage. Joey Logano and his team exemplified this ingenuity with their controversial use of webbed gloves during qualifying rounds at both Daytona and Atlanta. While Logano managed to evade detection at Daytona, officials caught wind of the tactic after the Atlanta qualifying rounds. Subsequent investigation revealed that Logano's driving glove had been modified in violation of safety regulations, specifically aimed at deflecting air away from the window to enhance aerodynamic performance. As a result, NASCAR imposed a $10,000 fine on Logano and Team Penske, number 22, signaling their intolerance for such infractions. Although Logano avoided point deductions, he faced additional penalties, including starting from the rear of the field and serving a pass-through penalty during the Better Health 400 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. NASCAR's ruling highlighted the unauthorized alteration of Logano's glove, which failed to meet SFI specification standards, thereby violating Rule 14.3.1.1 of the NASCAR rulebook. Elton Sawyer, NASCAR's Senior Vice President of Competition, hinted at the possibility of further penalties for Logano in the aftermath of the incident, underscoring the seriousness with which NASCAR approaches violations of its regulations. Opinions within the NASCAR community were split regarding Joey Logano's actions, with some labeling the Penske driver as a cheater. While Logano's maneuver to skirt safety regulations was undoubtedly a creative and unconventional approach, it also drew criticism from certain quarters. Nevertheless, Dale Earnhardt Jr., a respected figure within the NASCAR community, expressed admiration for Logano's ingenuity. As a former driver himself, Earnhardt Jr. recognized the strategic necessity for Logano and his team to employ such tactics. In fact, he went so far as to commend Logano for his audacious move during an episode of his popular podcast show, The Dale Jr. Download. Jr. said, "You know, you have basically no creativity or flexibility when teams have nowhere else to look for an advantage. They're going to find these quirky little spaces to work in, right? Like gloves. Maybe Joey's like, I've been sticking my hand out the window. I've been doing this for you guys for several years now. What if we did something to the gloves, then made it even better? Maybe Joey had this idea. Who knows?" Dale Jr. highlights the complexities of navigating the fine line between innovation and rule-breaking in professional racing. In addition to that, he went on to explain how drivers used comparable strategies and concepts to function around the netted window. Teams years ago came to Daytona with clear vinyl, sewn behind the window net, and of course, first time somebody saw that, they're like, "Get that out of here, you can't run that." So this is what happens when you have a race car and you control every inch of it. Aerodynamics play a pivotal role in motorsport across various racing series and vehicle types. In NASCAR, where all teams are mandated to adhere to uniform bodywork regulations, competitors constantly seek innovative ways to gain an edge. For Joey Logano and the number 22 team, this meant employing a unique tactic involving a specially modified glove during qualifying sessions. During races, airflow can significantly impact a car's performance, with drag from the air posing a notable challenge. While stock cars are designed to be as streamlined as possible, the driver's side window presents a potential aerodynamic disadvantage due to the netting attached for safety purposes. Drivers often use their hands to block airflow through the window, particularly on straightaways, to reduce drag. Logano's unconventional approach involved webbing his index finger and thumb together, eliminating any gaps in that area of his hand and enhancing its effectiveness in reducing drag. However, just hours before a race at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, NASCAR penalized Logano and relegated him to the back of the grid. According to NASCAR regulations, a driver's gloves must meet specific safety standards, including the SFI 3.3 rating. Logano's modified gloves failed to meet these requirements, resulting in their loss of certification. Not only Dale Jr., the incident sparked discussions among motorsport journalists, with Jeff Gluck and Jordan Bianchi expressing admiration for Logano's ingenuity. They pondered whether Logano had been using the modified gloves throughout the season, given his impressive qualifying performances in previous races. As speculation mounts about potential further penalties for Logano, Gluck and Bianchi acknowledge the unexpected role that gloves played in providing an aerodynamic advantage on the racetrack. Gluck asked, "Fox found the clip of it. They showed it right before the race where he's got the web right there. It helped because he's had front row starts the last 2 weeks. You would assume that he did it this time. He probably did it at the Daytona 500 to get the Daytona 500 pole. Is that an unfair assumption?" Bianchi asked in turn, "I think that's fair. I think I would love to know what performance advantage, like how was it enough to get him the pole, like is it worth it? Is the juice worth the squeeze?" Gluck answered, "The margin that he beat Michael McDowell by for the pole at Daytona. That might have been it." However, Joey Logano's troubles may not end with his relegation to the back of the pack, as NASCAR insiders anticipate further penalties to come. While being forced to start from the rear and serve a pass-through penalty during the race may seem like a fitting punishment for his infractions, the financial repercussions could be much more severe, according to Jeff Gluck. Gluck suggests that NASCAR is likely to impose additional penalties later in the week, citing 2 primary concerns. Firstly, there's the competition aspect, for which Logano was penalized with his grid position and pass-through penalty. Secondly, there's the safety issue of using non-SFI approved equipment, which typically results in monetary fines. In the aftermath of Joey Logano's controversial use of an illegal glove tactic during NASCAR qualifying, opinions and speculations have been swirling within the motorsport community. Dale Earnhardt Jr., a revered figure in NASCAR, weighed in on the matter, offering his verdict on Logano's unconventional approach. As discussions continue regarding Logano's penalty and the potential ramifications for his team, Earnhardt Jr.'s perspective adds another layer to the dialogue. While Logano's maneuver may have raised eyebrows and drawn criticism from some quarters, it also underscores the relentless pursuit of competitive advantage that defines motorsport. In a sport where every fraction of a second matters, drivers and teams are constantly seeking ways to gain an edge within the boundaries of the rules. As NASCAR evaluates the incident and deliberates on potential further penalties, the spotlight remains firmly on Logano and his team. The implications of their actions extend beyond the immediate repercussions, raising broader questions about the balance between innovation, safety, and fair play in the pursuit of victory on the racetrack. Ultimately, Logano's case serves as a reminder of the inherent tension between pushing the boundaries of performance and respecting the integrity of the sport. As the NASCAR community reflects on this incident, it reinforces the importance of upholding the principles of fairness and adherence to regulations to preserve the spirit of competition in motorsport. As the situation unfolds throughout the week, it will be interesting to observe how NASCAR's actions and potential penalties affect Logano and his team's performance in the upcoming race at Las Vegas, so don't miss out and subscribe to the channel now.